Yo, dudes, the Empire's pretty chill. Maybe you could, join it or something.
Hey everyone, Lucimus Prime here. So it is time for another action figure and unboxing and review today. And today, guys, I'm going to be unboxing the figure for one of my favourite horror movie villains of all time. One of my favourite horror movie slasher villains of all time ever. And this is probably one of the most iconic horror movie villains of all time, guys. And this is actually as well for a figure which I actually got two variants for. This one is for a sequel in the franchise, and the other, I think, is for another one much later on in the franchise, I think, based on the poster for it. So, yeah. And this is a figure for none other than, as you guys have seen by the title, Michael Myers. And this is specifically from Halloween 2, the second Halloween movie from 1981. So, yeah, I'm going to be unboxing it, and, yeah. So, on the front cover, guys, you've got the poster from the film with, the skeleton pumpkin. It says here, Ultimate Michael Myers. And on the spine, you've got the Halloween 2 logo and the skull pumpkin again. And also, of course, the Neca logo. This is a Neca figure, of course. My favourite action figure company of all time. The spine's the same on the other side, too. On the back, there's also some... It shows you what is included. So, I mean, you can do with Michael, which looks pretty cool. And it comes with things like an alternate head too. And also a pumpkin that appears to open up to reveal a skull, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I do like that detail there. There's also some text here which I'm going to read out. So, while Sheriff Brackett and Dr. Loomis hunt for Michael Myers, a traumatized Laurie is rushed to hospital, and the serial killer is not far behind her. So, yeah. And so when it comes to Halloween franchise, guys, so in summary, I love the original movie, a phenomenal masterpiece, one of the greatest slasher movies of all time, and a timeless classic. And the sequel, Halloween 2, which this figure is based on, is an amazing sequel. And in my opinion, it's where the story of Laurie and Michael Myers should have ended. That's where it should have ended, in my opinion. And then after that, we of course got Halloween 3 Season of a Witch, which in my opinion only works best as a standalone movie because, yeah, it does something different by not including Michael, and it goes for of course, the masks in the factory, the Silver Shamrock factory. And I didn't really like how they went for a sci-fi route with it, but still, it'll probably work best if it wasn't a Halloween movie. So that's why I'd rather call it, I'd get rid of Halloween 3 from the title and change it to Season of the Masks, because yeah, there's also no witches in the film either. Then, however, sadly, they did not continue the anthology idea, because we then got a trilogy in which Michael returned, which was, of course, known as the Thorn trilogy. The fourth one, in my opinion, is the most top out of the trilogy, of the Thorn trilogy. The fifth one, however, in my opinion, sucked, because I definitely did not like that movie. A very awful movie, in my opinion. And then the sixth movie was also, as well, not that good, but solid better than 5. Then, of course, we as well got a direct sequel to Halloween 2 called Halloween H20, which was, of course, also known as Halloween 20 years later, which was also good, in my opinion. Not the best sequel, but it was still good, though, in my opinion. Then, however, sadly, we got the big franchise killer, one of the all-time worst sequels ever made in existence, in my opinion, which, of course, was Halloween Resurrection. Ugh. God, I hate that movie so much. Easily, in my opinion, the worst Halloween movie. Then, of course, we got the remakes by Rob Zombie. He did 2 remakes of the first and the second films, and in my opinion, I did not like those, especially the second remake, yeah. Shocks me that they have a fan base, but I guess it depends on opinion, really. But still, I don't like either of those remakes at all, especially their director's cuts either, because they're also bad too, in my opinion, if not worse. Then, of course, we got the new trilogy that came out in 2018, starting with Halloween, with the same title as the original movie, which was also, I guess, good and nice return to form for a franchise. Then we, of course, got Kills in 2021, which, in my opinion, was slightly better than 2018 Halloween. But I'm talking about the extended version, guys. The theatrical version, in my opinion, is a letdown, and I can see why people did not like it. Because in my opinion, the theatrical version is a letdown compared to the extended version. The extended version is the true Halloween Kills version. And then, of course, we then got Halloween Ends, which in my opinion was a very disappointing finale, yeah. It's supposed to be the finale to this whole long franchise, but it ended like that. Can't really accept that, to be honest. But yeah, nonetheless, though, guys, let's get this figure open, shall we? So, open it up. So, this is what it looks like on the inside. So there's Michael, and he's got alternate heads and also some gadgets, of course, and alternate hands and stuff like that, and also the pumpkin. And yeah, and here's a picture of Michael in action, which is really cool. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get a figure out of the box, shall we? So we'll just take the sellotape off the top first. There we go. Oh, there's only one on this, okay. Usually there's two. Okay, so first things first. So here is the figure. Inside it's, you know, like plastic packaging, and yeah, the weapon's like secured in like another packaging, so with alternate hands too. And yeah, and here is, of course, it also comes with a very nice background too, which is really nice. So this is, of course, a background for the hospital, which is really cool. And yeah, so you can probably recreate a scene from a hospital in the movie, which is pretty cool. And yeah, so let's get the stuff out first. So let's go for the alternate heads first, guys, because they're like especially easy to get out. So here is one of Michael's alternate heads. So here's this one, and where his hair is a little bit blonde, as you can see, like it is at some point in the movie, which is pretty cool. And of course, here's also an alternate head where you can see there's like blood coming out of the eyes. I think this is when he gets blinded by Laurie. And yeah, because based on how his eyes appear in this figure, they do look like they've been blinded. So yeah, this is Michael when he's been blinded, of course, in the climax of a movie. And also here is the pumpkin. Let me try and get it out. Might be a bit hard to do though. Oof. There we go. So here is the pumpkin. I'm not sure how you open it up. Oh, hold on. There's like something here at the back. There's like a button you gotta press or something. Ah, so you open up like this. Oh, wow, check this out. So yeah, there it is, guys. There's the skull inside it. Wow. Yeah, that's actually pretty freaky, I'll say that. Yeah, really freaky. Frightening. Yeah, that is just, you know, so scary. See that? Yeah, goodness me. Yeah. Okay, so also here, guys, there's also some alternate hands. So there's this one where it's like, you know, clenched together, probably to hold a weapon or something, which is pretty cool. Then also a left hand where it's like loose, opened up like this. And then also another left hand where, once again, it's also clenched together to look like it's holding a weapon or something, which is really cool. And also as well, here are the weapons themselves. So one of them is a syringe. So this is pretty cool. Yeah, like where you, of course, use it in the movie. Yeah. Here is another weapon. Gotta be careful I don't drop this one. I think it's... Oh, whoops. Yeah, it just flipped. Goodness me. Here it is. Here is looks like a bit like a spatula a little bit, which is again pretty cool. Yeah. I think it probably is going to fit in his other hand, I guess. Here is a hammer, which is pretty cool. And then also as well, his knife, which of course, this is like a longer knife, isn't it, than the other figure of Michael thing, yeah, which is pretty cool. So I like he's got a bigger knife. And now for the main event, the figure himself. So let me see if I can untie this, you know, thing, you know, at the back, you know, which is holding him in place. Okay, there we go. It's coming loose. There we are. Excellent. I think the legs are also a bit tied at the back as well. Let me see if I can untie these too. Give me a second. There we go. Yay. Now, so, got to figure out, guys. So, here's the figure. And yeah, this is definitely a really awesome figure of Michael right here. Very accurate to the movie as well. And yeah. So the figure's hands, which it's already got, they appear to already have like a clenched fist, you know, to hold weapons in. So I wonder why we've got a spare one. That's pretty confusing, really. And also his left hand, however, is a little bit loose, so I could probably replace that with a fist, which is clenched so he can hold weapons, I guess. But yeah, this is definitely a very nice figure of Michael. Really cool figure of him, and yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to have a lot of fun, recreating, sets from the movie with this figure, which is really cool. And yeah, so let's see if he can hold a knife with his, right hand, as it is here. Yep, there you go. He's holding it. Nice. Looks really cool. Pretty scary too, of course, yeah, which is, to be expected with Michael Myers. He's an amazing villain, Michael. Yeah, he really is. And one of those villains who doesn't even need to talk to be a scary villain as well, yeah. What makes him scary is definitely his iconic breathing sound, yeah, of course, which is definitely very frightening, isn't it? Yeah, this is definitely a really amazing figure of Michael. And I love how as well it is short. You can see, like, wounds on him at the back here, things where he's been shot and stuff like that, yeah. And also on the front too. Definitely a very nice detail right there for Michael, yeah. Yeah, this is definitely a really awesome figure of him, yeah. And so they did a really great job making this figure. I'm definitely very satisfied with the result too as well, yeah. And all the heads are also great too as well. And the pumpkin is also especially scary because of the skull inside of it, yeah. Pretty frightening, so yeah. So guys, this is me doing my unboxing of the Halloween 2 Ultimate Michael Myers figure by Neca. They did a really great job of this figure. Definitely really love this. They've done probably my favourite figure of Michael, because it's definitely got my favourite design of Michael, of course, from the original two films, of course, yeah. Because Halloween 2, of course, is a direct sequel, of course, to the original, so yeah, exactly. And like I said, guys, in my opinion, that's where Laurie and Michael's story should have ended. So yeah. So guys, this is me doing my unboxing of the Neca Halloween 2 Michael Myers Ultimate Action Figure. So you know the drill, guys. Be sure to give this video a like. Also, be sure to let me know as well in the comments what you think of this figure of Michael if you have it. Because yeah, this is definitely a really awesome figure. If you think about getting it, I'd recommend getting the figure if you love Michael Myers as a character, or Halloween franchise, or Neca in general. Because it's definitely worth getting, in my opinion. Probably, in my opinion, the best Michael figure. Also, be sure to join Team Prime, press and subscribe in the future. If you would like to be a member, you can go on using a piece of lads or you can go description. And happy Halloween.